Hello everybody. Effective October 1st, the COVID vaccine will be required for all green card applicants. I'm getting a lot of questions and people are confused about who should be getting it, what if I don't want to get it. In this video, I'm going to cover all the questions you have based on your comments and questions that people ask me on all the different platforms. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody and welcome back to our immigration channel. This is the place where we get all the immigration updates, immigration news, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states. This video is a response to your comments, your questions, your concerns about the requirement of the COVID-19 vaccine for green card applicants, specifically those that apply after October 1st, 2021. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what's going to happen, who is exempt, and what you can do if you don't want to get this vaccine, and what you can do if you are confused about this vaccine and what to do next. So why do we even need vaccines as part of the immigration process? Well, the reason is simple. As part of the green card process, the USCIS, the Immigration Service inside the United States, and the State Department require applicants to undergo a medical examination with a doctor designated as a civil surgeon. And the reason they do that is to establish that the applicant is not inadmissible to the United States. And the reason they do that is to make sure that the applicant is not inadmissible to the United States on public health grounds. According to new guidelines released by the CDC in conjunction with the USCIS, as of October 1st, green card applicants will need to establish that they have received a complete COVID-19 vaccine, at least 2 of the shots, in order to qualify for a green card. And so what happened is that following the release of this requirement, the COVID-19 vaccine was added to the list of vaccines that is required from applicants who apply for a green card. It's not just the COVID-19 vaccine that is required, there's of vaccines that is required from applicants who are intending to become green card holders. But now, as of October 1st, the COVID-19 vaccine will become part of those mandatory vaccines. And this is going to apply for applicants who are applying for adjustment of status inside the United States, as well as applicants who are getting their green card process at US embassies and consulates worldwide. So who must take the COVID-19 vaccine? Number 1, all applicants applying for adjustment of status under Form I-485 inside the United States. Number 2, all applicants applying for immigrant visas abroad, overseas at US embassies and consulates worldwide. Those applicants who received their medical examination from a civil surgeon or panel physician on or after October 1st, 2021. So how can you show that you met the vaccine requirement? Applicants must complete the COVID-19 vaccine series, at least 2 shots, and provide documents to the civil surgeon that they have actually received the COVID-19 vaccine series. It is important to provide these documents to the doctor before your medical examination. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to complete that form confirming that you received the COVID-19 vaccine. Remember that the entire series of the vaccine must be administered before a doctor can sign on the form as complete. So certain vaccines require only 1 dose, and other require a series of 1, 2, or 3 doses. You need to have at least 2 doses from those vaccines to qualify under this requirement. So how long will the COVID-19 requirement will remain in place? These COVID-19 requirements will remain in place until the CDC will determine that the COVID-19 vaccine is no longer needed to stop the spread of the virus. What if you're too young to take the vaccine, can't take it for medical reasons, or the vaccine is not available in your area? The USCIS clarified that applicants who are either too young, who are not able to receive the vaccine because of medical reasons, or the vaccine is not available in the area, will not be required to take the COVID-19 vaccine before they can complete their medical examination and be deemed complete. And again, it seems to me that this requirement would apply mostly for applicants who are currently overseas and they live in an area where COVID-19 vaccines are not available, and of course they're not going to be forced to get a vaccine if it's not possible to get it in their home country. If you don't want to take the vaccine, what do you do next? USCIS explained that some individuals may qualify for a blanket waiver from the vaccine, and others can apply for waivers based on moral or religious convictions. So in what circumstances can COVID-19 waivers, blanket waivers, are available? Number one, where it is not age appropriate to receive the vaccine. And again, the age is determined based on the CDC requirements for who is actually eligible to receive the vaccine. For example, in most cases, the CDC determines that the youngest age to receive a vaccine is 12 years or older. So anybody who is under the age of 12 is automatically waived from receiving the vaccine. That's going to be considered to be a blanket waiver for any person who is under the age of 12. They're not going to be required. Number two, if the applicant had a severe reaction to the COVID vaccine or to any of the ingredients in that vaccine and they can document it in writing from their physician, they could also be exempt from receiving this vaccine. Finally, if there's no COVID-19 vaccine in your area, that will consider to be also a blanket waiver. That means that it can be documented that in your jurisdiction there's no possibility to get a COVID vaccine. You won't be required to apply for that vaccine. In what other circumstances you can actually apply for a waiver from receiving the COVID-19 vaccine? You may request an individual waiver, which is not a blanket waiver, based on religious or moral convictions. Now remember, this waiver must be submitted directly to the USCIS, not to the physician, not to the doctor that is doing the examination. You have to submit this waiver in writing to the USCIS, stating all the reasons and the justifications for your moral or religious convictions. USCIS will review it, and if they approve your waiver, with that approval, you'll be able to go back to your examination and complete that process. Until that happens, you're not going to be able to finish your medical exam or complete your green card process. Now, what happens if you're not eligible for any waivers, but you still refuse the vaccine? If you still refuse to take the vaccine and you don't qualify to any of this waiver, the doctor will determine that your application, your medical application, is incomplete. And at that point, the USCIS will determine that you don't meet the vaccine requirements to complete your medical examination, and therefore, they'll make you ineligible to get your green card. So remember, if you don't meet any of the waiver requirements and you're not going to get your vaccine after October 1st, 2021, you will be deemed inadmissible to the United States if you're coming from overseas, or if you're inside the United States, your green card application will be denied. I know many of you have a lot of questions about this. Please let me know in the comments what you think about it, and what other additional questions you have. I'll be happy to answer them. Once again, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to not miss any of our videos or live streams, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.